When he saw his own hand sneaking towards the telephone and his fingers dialing a number as if being legs of a giant flesh spider, he realized something was terribly wrong. He hadn't given his hand the order to dial a number. A decent hand wouldn't do something like this unless its owner would tell it to do so. And his hand was decent indeed, since he himself was a decent human being. Therefore, it was terribly wrong that a decent hand belonging to a decent human being was dialing a phone number all by itself. That was a very logical argument, since he was a logic human being. Filled with furious astonishment, he kept watching his dialing fingers. It was actually his own hand, since not only was it attached to his arm, himself being at the other end of the arm, but his left little finger was wearing his signet ring. He stiffened, became a statue made of stone, holding the cold receiver to his ear.
Hello? Who's this?
It was a woman's voice, soft, friendly, but that was not the thing that touched him. He moistened his lips with the tip of his tongue and tried to speak, but his voice failed to appear.
Hello?
Then the click came, which cut off the connection. He stayed there for at least 5 minutes, holding the receiver in his hand with a fixed gaze on his face. The voice had been his wife's voice. There was only one difficulty when concluding this. His wife had been buried 4 years ago. The evening bell got him out of his thoughts. His hand, put the receiver back on the apparatus.
Hello? Who's calling?
A shiver ran over his entire body. There was no doubt about it. That voice, the intonation, it was her.
Hello?
Martha.
Who?
Martha, dear. It's me.
You've got the wrong number.
Wait. Don't hang up. You haven't got the wrong number. You are Martha, right? Martha Verveers?
Yes, I'm her.
Don't you recognize me, Martha?
No, I don't recognize your voice, which is good for you, whoever you are. If this is a joke, it's a bad one, and I don't think it's funny.
But I'm your husband.
If you care, my husband is sitting in the room next to me. Keep your jokes to yourself.
He kept staring at the silent receiver. Then he dialed the number, and again, but she didn't pick up. He waited 2 days before dialing again. Then he couldn't resist anymore. During those 2 days, he didn't do anything but thinking about Martha and her eyes, her smile, her figure. In 2 days, he went through all their encounters, their shared memories, their nights, fragments from another world. And then, at the end, there was the merciless white wall. That wall was always there when he tried to think about her death. How did she die? Where was she buried? The wall was in his brain and hid the mask of death. The white wall was unbreakable.
Hello?
You again. Listen to me, whoever you are. This has got to stop. I don't like this nonsense, and neither does my husband. If these anonymous phone calls don't stop, I'll have the police involved. Understood?
Her voice. The voice that whirled through his dreams like an autumn leaf in the storm wind. How he longed for seeing her back again, speaking truly to her. How he loved that voice, even through his unfeeling telephone.
Hello? Are you still there?
Martha, I love you.
6 hours later, he called again. While he was dialing the number, he looked at the wall. It was a white wall, just like the wall in his mind. They both were unbreakable. The connection established.
Martha, my dear, I love you. I love you.
Who are you?
That voice, he recognized it. The white wall, it had cracks in it. Pieces were falling out now, and he saw the holes, the dark openings through which he could look in his own mind back in time. The receiver slipped out of his hands.
No, stop him! Stop me! We are gonna kill her!
The past with Martha, their apartment, the phone. Now he remembered everything. The mysterious phone calls, her shyness, the suspicion, brooding and sinister growing by every call, and the cold receiver when he picked up the phone himself that night. And the man's voice that sounded strangely familiar then, and the voice that spoke, "Martha, my dear, I love you." The white wall crumbled away, and he saw himself, and the phone, and the knife, and the blood on the walls and on the phone.
I'm gonna kill her! I have killed her! I'm gonna kill her!